isicelo sakho. Wena ufake-ke nawe isicelo sakho la enkundleni. Ngakho-ke njengoba ngifakaza nawe uthumela ubufakazi, inkantolo izokuthatha-ke lobu bufakazi bese iyabuqhathanisa. Uma iqeda ukuqhathanisa, inkantolo yiyo eyophuma ngesinqumo mayelana.
You further testified that the girlfriend of the accused made threats to the deceased here in court. Am I correct?
That's correct, Worship.
Kanti-ke uqhubekile wafakaza-ke ukuthi-ke intombi yakho yamsabisa-ke umufi
On the 12th of December 2025.
nge-12 zika-December 2025.
Would you agree with me that that has got nothing to do with this accused? It's got nothing to do with this accused.
Worship, it has nothing to do with the accused.
Thank you.
I was telling the court what exactly, how did the case happen until up to the came there.
Kuthi-ke yebo lokho akuqhubi ngawo, kodwa bengitshela-ke inkantolo ukuthi kwenzakaleni ukuze sifike la esikhona namhlanje.
This accused is facing a charge of premeditated murder and conspiracy to commit crime. Yet you mentioned a whole lot of information before the court, with the girlfriend threatening the family, with the girlfriend making communications and having someone called and she said that now messages are deleted. And then now, before the court today, this lady is not the co-accused.
The Worship, the defense didn't listen me properly. I never said that the lady has been threatening the family. No way, they've never met with the family, Worship. That's the first time I hear from the defense, Worship. What I know is the partner of the deceased was with the deceased at court. That's when the lady made a threatening remarks to the deceased. So that's what I said. I never talk about the intimidation to the family.
Thank you, but my question now.
Mina into engiyishilo mawufuna ukufakazi ngithe umufi wayehamba-ke nozalwa bababili-ke, kanti-ke intombi yakho yiyo yasabisa uzalwa kamufi. Angishongo lutho-ke mina usathise umndeni wakho, cha angishongo.
To strengthen your case and to have weight on your case, my question now is there any reason why this lady is not a co-accused before the court? Because seemingly she was involved in all of this, from what you say.
Worship, I didn't want to say the lady I'm going to arrest her. Definitely. When we brought the docket in for first appearance, Worship, it was just the communication and what. So the phones, the communication, everything, after the analyzing and the full statement, that came. I'll take it back to the SPP that connects the applicant with the girlfriend. And I think J50 or J175 will be issued against her. She will be joining the applicant, but I didn't want to tell you.
Then ngafuna ukusho kodwa ngiyafuna nokomela intombi yakho ngizoyibopha ngezingalesi sizathu ukuthi kunobufakazi obumbandakanyayo okwenzakala embaleni zakhe. Ngoba-ke uma siza-ke la ngalela langa leli uzofinyelela-ke umanje umshushisi-ke wamkhipha, kodwa-ke uma manje sengihlanganisa ubufakazi ngiyamfaka ngeceleni ngizombopha. Lokho-ke ngingafuni ukusho.
And one other thing, she is present at court. After this testimony, definitely I'm going to struggle to get hold of her. So knowing that she is going to be arrested. Now she's free knowing that the case has been moved from the court to one against her. But it's fine. I'll get the issue.
Ikhona intombi yakho khona ikhona, kodwa sezwile lokuthi uzoyibopha. Ngakho-ke uzothola-ke ubunzima ukuthi ayithole, kodwa usala uzoyibopha.
Sir, you just mentioned a few seconds ago that you're waiting for 200 statement, am I right?
That's correct, Worship.
So why is this accused in custody? You don't even have the 200 statements.
Worship, I didn't arrest the applicant because of circumstantial laws. applicant is directly involved. There's an eyewitness that says this man has done this and this and this and this. So there's no need for me to wait for 2 5 and 2 and 2 stages to come. I've got a strong case against him.
Kodwa kunecala leli kunobufakazi obuqinile kanti ke futhi kunobufakazi owabona onawo futhi wezwa nokuthi kwenzakalani.
Sir, this is a matter of national interest. The family of the deceased are here before the court, only for them to come and listen to this. I put it to you that as of today, you have nothing against this accused except for your so say.
Your Worship, if I didn't have anything against the applicant, I don't think he would be sitting here. The investigation has been done. I've got everything that links the applicant to the crime scene, and I've got eyewitness. So maybe the family is here, they will say that this has been done so far. So I'm not here because I don't even know the applicant before this court. So the reason is I've got a strong case against him, and if found guilty, he can be sentenced to life imprisonment.
You further testified that you and your colleagues went to the address of the accused and you found him with his girlfriend, and then now you arrested him. But now in your testimony, you don't tell this court that you asked the lady any questions if she is staying away or not. Instead you say you asked the accused.
Your Worship, by going there, I knew that I was looking for the accused, and I knew that the girlfriend is staying in 160 Zambezi flats. So I thought after arresting the suspect, I'll be driving to Joburg to go and pick up the lady. So unfortunately, when I arrived there, when I asked the applicant, instead he misled me, saying, "No, it's not this person, what. So I have left. I cannot just pick up anybody who is not linked to this case. Then I left. When I arrived there, that's when I realized, then I sent members to go. Not me, I remain with the suspect.
Okay, ngale langa leliyana bathe bafika lapho ke lawo khona bangena babuza wena ukuthi ngabe uhlengile uwe owabalahlekisa kanti bona bengeke basukeleke nje babophelana noma uvalo umuntu abangamfuni ngoba bebanalo ulwazi lokuthi ke uhlengiwe lo uhlale number 160 Zambezi flat. Ngakho-ke uthe ngalesikhathi eqeda ukubopha wena wayezoshayela-ke imoto ayobopha-ke nohlengiwe eZambezi flat. So wena wabalahlekisa ngaleyo ndlela. Yingakho bathe mase bafike epolice station bathola-ke ukuthi-ke uhlengiwe loyana wasuthumela-ke awuzakwabo ukuthi bayombopha-ke.
So you want this court to believe that after she's heard that you're looking for her, you went away, you left her in the room, and she did not disappear. She waited for you to come back and arrest her.
The Worship, it was early hours of the morning, by 1 o'clock in the morning.
But she knows she's wanted.
There's no way, there was no taxis around in the hostel, there's nothing. If it was during the day, I'm telling this court that by then you could have been missing that lady. I could have been looking for her. So now maybe she waited till the sun rise, then she would disappear. It was early hours of the morning, 1 o'clock. No taxis.
Yes, can't go up Marashela. Who is in Tatabusa number 1? It's safe. Manje, then another is organized to the harm of his corner in Napo. In Napo, Usheni, Amazon, Hamba. kodwa ke uma ngabe bafika endlini babopha wena baazwa ukuthi uhlengiwe nawe uyafuneka wayoshaya chitha.
You are looking for a serious criminal who committed a serious offense of murder. You found this criminal with an individual. You don't even ask this individual's identity. You leave there and you go. Basically with this, all I'm saying is that in this matter, the accused, rather the eyewitness, does not give features of the person concerned. The eyewitness goes to an identity parade that is flawed. Now there's a person who seemingly was involved in the planning of the offense, is not arrested. And before the court, we still have nothing except for what to say.
The worship, what they were trying to do, they were trying to mislead me by saying this is not the person that we are looking for. But during my investigation, I could find out who is he. So I know that how serious is the case. That's why I said I knew she's staying in Zambezi Street, where the flat, where the deceased was busy installing cameras. After Merafi, I could have driven to Zambezi flats. Maybe she knew that I was coming. That's why she went with the boyfriend to go and hide in Merafi hostel.
Into ukuthi ahambe lesoka lakhe ngaye emlapho hostel wayefihlale lapho isizathu sokuthi ke bekazi ukuthi ke ngoba ke thema sifika lapha emlapho hostel masibuza ke ukuthi ngabe uye ke uhlengile zala sitshela ukuthi ke asiyahlengile kanti ke ukuthola kwami kulapho sesabuyele emuva wayolanda khona kuhle ngoba mina into ngangifuna ukuyenza ngalelo langa ukuthi masiqeda ukubopha wena bese ngiyahamba ke ngiyolanda ke uhlengile laphana iZambezi flats.
Sir, the statement of the accused that was read on record, which is evidence before the court, is to the effect that the girlfriend was called twice by the police. She went to the police station. She was known that she is Kengo. She went there twice. In actual fact, she was called by a colleague, Mpo. She says Mpo, and I came to understand that it's Mr. Ningovela, your colleague. She was called twice to the police station and she was not arrested. And the third time when he went to the house, he still did not arrest her.
The worship, what I knew is, in my unit, there's no person by the name of Mpo. And I don't know, maybe it's the police officer from Johannesburg Central that called the applicant or whatever. But in my unit on that day, there was no one by the name of Mpo. And then the applicant misled me and said, this is not Lengiwe. That's why I left him. If ever I was just arresting randomly, I could have taken that lady also to the police station. But knowing that I know who I'm looking for, I left there. And then thereafter I realized that this is a red person. And my colleagues, when they arrived there, they confirmed to me that the person that we left before is Lengiwe.
Okay. Into eyenzakala eqenjini lakhe lasemuva akunamuntu owaziwa ngenzeka mhlawumbe wabizwa ke uhlengile ngaphoyisana laphana yena kanani ngoba umpho akekho eqenjini lakhe. Kanti ke ngale masuku leyana ngabe wathola ukuthi ke uma efika lapha yana wathola ukuthi ke uhlengiwe wayezomthatha kodwa ke ngeke asukeleke ayiphoyisa bophe noma ubani lomuntu ehlangana naye. Ngakho ke ingakho uthema kasekathola ubufakazi obugcwele ukuthi lo muntu abamshiyele emuva uhlengiwe wase ke ethumela ithimba ukuthi balihambe lo mbopha ke lo muntu. Ngempela ithimba malifika lapho laqinisekisa ukuthi lo muntu lo esimshiye la eqaleni uhlengiwe.
Okay. You further mentioned that at arrest you found the cell phones. You mentioned as many as 7, if I'm correct, right?
That's correct, Worship.
And then you further mentioned or testified that at some stage you switch on the cell phone. Hear me here. Is it the cell phone of the accused that you switched on? Or is it the cell phone of both the accused and the girlfriend that you switched on?
Your Worship, I said the phone rang and I answered the phone. I didn't switch on. The phone was on by then.
Correct.
Then I put it on and see the person saying, Majola has been arrested. Will the police found any evidence that's leading to the arrest?
Dire umakalekikindo akungafishi ifoni ke yakha waseke yena ayephe umuntu wayengale ekhuluma nalo obenga umakalekikindo uyeke wabuza ukuthi ngabe ufaka zonke ukhishiwe la kulo makalekikindo ngoba uzwile ukuthi uMajola seboshiwe.
So you did that in the absence of the accused?
No, the accused was there, Worship, in my presence.
If I'm approaching instruction, Worship. The accused disputes that. He says there's no way you actually attended to his cell phone or to messages in his presence.
No, Worship. That was a call that I attended to. And then the messages and everything, I went into the phone after I got permission from the court, after a search and seizure warrant was approved by the court. That's when I went to the phone.
Kanti ke ukuya kulezi kuma message nalokho ngenze lokho ke uma ke sengithola ke i-order inkantolo ke singakwenza sithathe sibheke sithathe konke yini ukubandakanyeka entsaleni.
So when did you obtain the seizure warrant?
I got it on the 22, Worship.
No,
on the 23, it was on Monday. Sorry about that. On the 23, sorry, Worship. It was on Monday, 23 December 2025.
Right all along in 23, some blue, 2025,
Are you an expert in downloading and authenticating cell phones and their records?
No, Worship.
Thank you. So whatever is saying that you've seen in the messages on the phones is not authenticated or verified. Am I correct?
The Worship, they are going to be identified by the expert. What I've seen, but I'm not an expert to say I can give a 2-2 statement.
And the guy, don't know who say this song or Melansia, no pressure,
Sir, we are not here to fight with the state. We are here for the interest of justice. Accused was arrested on the 22nd of December. Today is the 13th of January. Almost a month later, we are doing a bail before the court. We have nothing against this accused, except for what you say. Everything this and that, but you can't present any iota of evidence before the court that links this accused to the crime.
I think the witness answered that question several times. I believe he's repeating the same question.
Thank you. I just want to check on one aspect, Your Worship. And then now, you further mentioned that there were communications between the girlfriend and the accused, and they exchanged car registration documents of the deceased or his partner. Am I correct?
That's correct, Worship.
And that is not in dispute. He agrees. He even mentioned it in his affidavit. without actually even knowing that this is the evidence you're going to present before the court. He says that now they exchanged those documents because the girlfriend and the committee were being harassed by individuals, and they wanted to apply for a protection order against those individuals. That is the only sole purpose they had those documents and nothing else.
No, Your Worship. I think it was just criminally. It was a criminal mind and everything. If ever they were harassed by certain individuals, they could have gone to Johannesburg Central Police Station and arrest to them and say that this person is harassing us, so we want to apply and everything. Yes, the person or the name is so. The police will do the investigation and find out. So when I go into your personal thing, just take the registration numbers of your car, go to traffic department, get your registration papers without you knowing. That's also a crime, because no, you're going to get all the information, the address and everything of the person. The person can be hid at his home. So it's too dangerous. The owner of the car, he's the one that's got the right to go to the traffic department and say, can you do this thing for me? Then they'll print out the information. So by going behind the owner, so there's something that you are doing.
izinto ngomuntu umuntu ngaphandle kokuthi ukwazi. Ngakho-ke lokho kwenziwe-ke ukuthi-ke umnikazi lo izinto zatholakala kumakhalekhukhwini ngoba bathatha i-registration number, base kutholakala umbiko ophuma laphaya ne-traffic department onekheli nakho konke kukamufi-ke. Lokho-ke kuyicala ngokwabo ngoba kukho-ke emthethweni.
It's the first time today since this whole bail application has started that you said something of value.
Thank you.
And the girlfriend of the accused is a layperson. Before they did this car search, my instructions are, they actually instructed an attorney who was helping them with they have an attorney who's helping them with the house issue. They did not just wake up and do things on their own. They were acting on the instructions of an attorney. They are lay individuals.
The worship, I can hear the defense. So it seems that attorney misled the person, because I cannot send someone to go and get information of the prosecutor without knowing. If the attorney knew what was right, the attorney should have gone himself and get that information and said, I've got information from traffic department, which is totally wrong.
I have no I get it
I put it to you that this is a very reasonable explanation that any trial court, if they were to sit and listen as to why you exchanged those documents or why you obtained those documents, were acting on the instructions of the lawyer, wanted in actual fact not only to do the protection order, they also wanted to identify, because these people told them that they are the owners of the property. They wanted to be clear as to whether they're the real owners of the property or not.
No, Worship, they are not telling the truth, Worship. Actually, what transpired, Worship, is the deceased and partners, they called all the tenants, do a meeting with them and say, we are going to take over the security, and as from now, we are going to put the biometric, each and every lawful tenant is going to use this fingerprint to get access, and we are going to install cameras. So they didn't say we are the new owners or they are going to eject the entry. They are not telling the truth. That's their lie. They were told what is happening, so they were afraid that the money that we're getting each and every month of the rent is no longer going to come into their mouth.
I will not ngoba ke umufi nozakwabo ke beza lapho baba nomhlanga bakhulumisana nabahlali ke kuleyo ndawo leyo ukuthi ke bona ke bazofaka amakhamera kanti sebabaphathi baleyo ndawo leyo siyabaningi bendawo kodwa bazoba baqaphi ngakho-ke abantu ukuze bakwazi ukungena-ke laphana sebayosebenzisa umuntu ukuthi bakwazi-ke ukungena ngakho-ke inkinga yenu-ke yaba ukuthi-ke manje-ke lokho masekwenzakala-ke ngoba bebafaka nabo bazofaka namakhemera-ke masekwenzakala-ke bebaliphuce isimo-ke emlonyeni.
Sam, the issue of that property has got nothing to do with this accused. He's not interested in the property. He did not stay there. The only link that he has with that property is the girlfriend who stayed in that property. And nothing else.
I agree, Dr.
Thank you.
The reason is he had interest in that building because the girlfriend that he was in love with is going to lose money. That is why the car registration was sent to him to eliminate the obstacle, which is the deceased. What are they doing with the deceased particulars if there's nothing wrong? So since the girlfriend is going to lose money that is getting every month to hijack rooms, so they wanted to stop the deceased from implementing biometrics and getting cameras into the place.
Yebo ngiyavumelana nawe kodwa-ke nawe bekunokuthile okuhehayo-ke lapho ngoba-ke intombi yakho-ke beyithola-ke imali yabaqashi ngokwemthetho ngakho-ke uma befika-ke umofike bazofaka lezinto lezi-ke manje beyobe kuthe-ke isukwa-ke emlonyeni yingakho-ke kwenzakale-ke lokhu okwenzakele-ke kuye-ke umofile ngoba
and one other thing again, worship, the applicant is not staying in that flat. So what is he interested in the particulars of the deceased car and address and everything? Because he's not staying there at all.
Manje kokunye-ke futhi-ke ukuthi-ke wena njengokuthi phambi kwenkantolo awuhlali lapha. Manje-ke yini into beyihehayo ukuthi ukuze uthole yonke imininingwane kamufi-ke ungahlali.
We cannot run in a vicious circle. We've already given an explanation and it's in writing. Safe to say this accused does not know nothing whether the girlfriend is receiving money from the property or not. He knows nothing about that.
He knows.
He doesn't.
He knows. That's why they wanted to stop by killing the deceased.
What evidence do you have before the court today that the girlfriend was receiving money?
I've got statements from the tenants. It's a girlfriend and a caretaker who was receiving money illegally.
What evidence do you have that this accused knows about it? It's got nothing to do with him. This accused is an innocent person who's arrested for a crime that he did not commit. He's here before this court for a crime that has got nothing to do with him.
The accused has been arrested lawfully, legally. The accused knew what is going to happen. He came with the shooters, sit with them for almost 30 minutes, waiting for the deceased to come. After the shooting, they all went away, went to 4th Street together, worship. So he had all the elements, and he knew that this girlfriend was having him. I think lovers are sharing information that he's getting money from that side. That is why he was sent the particulars of the deceased, address, name, what is happening, so that they must get rid of them. Because if he was not interested in that, there was no need for him to have those particulars of the deceased in his phone.
Yeah, ngakho-ke enye into futhi eyenzeka ukuthi wena-ke ube nemininingwane yakhe-ke umufi ngoba ngalela langa leli kumakhalekhukhwini ngalela langa leliyana wena weza nabo labalisa laba wahlala nathi isikhathi esingaba ngamazinsuku engamashumi amathathu. Uma sekaduduliwe-ke umufi wahamba nabo-ke la bebona labantu abayenzele sehlangabezile la embangisa le eFox Street.
The irony of the matter, and which is the sad part, the deceased was shot at the flat, not at his address.
That's correct, Worship.
Thank you.
Yebo wadutyulwa nawe lapha e-flat.
You're a green liar. You want this court to believe that the police did not assault this accused.
Worship, as a senior officer, I won't allow senior members to assault an arrested suspect in my presence. That's crime. I'll help him to register a case against this police officer. I won't tolerate criminality.
In actual fact, they're going to open a criminal case against you because you're involved in their assault. Those are my instructions. He can identify you. He has given me all the features. I'll assist him in that regard. You were part of the people who assaulted him.
Worship, I won't assault an arrested person. He's already harmless. Why must I assault him? Because I've got all the evidence against him. My only thing is just to take the applicant to court. That's all. I won't arrest a person for not knowing him. I don't know. I didn't know him before.
Ummeli-ke usike waqhubela lapho. Manje-ke ummeli uthi-ke into eyenzeka-ke wena washaywa ngalela ngalelo kusho. Impendulo ephuma kumsebenzi. Bese-ke avumela amanye amaphoyisa angaphansi kwakhe ukuthi akushaye. Ngakho-ke uthi cha azange kwenzeke lokho. Wasiyaqhubeka kommeli-ke wathi-ke wena-ke uyovula-ke icala ngoba uthi-ke naye umseshi njengoba efakaza la enkundleni washaya. Uthi-ke cha akwenzakalanga. Angeke athi abophele umuntu ambophelele icala bese naye icala.
So you want to tell this court that he caused himself injuries. May you please stand up, sir? Raise your hands to this court. He's got injuries in his hand.
The worship, those
Just show the court all injuries, internal injuries. And he also, since arrest, was attended to by medical practitioners. What caused those injuries?
The worship, I really don't have idea. I think the marks on the hands maybe are caused by the handcuffs. But on the body, there's nothing. Nothing. If ever there was any injuries on him, even the station commander could have, they visited the cells each and every hour. They could have asked any complaint, anything, then we would have been taken to the hospital. And secondly, on the first appearance, I was here in court. He could have said, there's an officer that assaulted me. So he's just fabricating a story, the worship. But he was never assaulted.
On the first appearance, instead, he informed the court. Immediately, when I took over the matter, my instructions were to inform the court that he was assaulted. You wanted to extract evidence from him that you couldn't find. It's on record.
The worship I heard when the defense was telling the court that he was assaulted. The defense could have said, here's the person that has arrested the person, that has assaulted the person. So instead, we have to wait for 12 days so that I say, I'm the one that assaulted him. I don't assault arrested people. I'm a very responsible person.
I went on ngoba ke la lemizwa ke le onayo la ezintuzaneni ezigalweni zakho ngabe bekwenziwe ke ozakhosi kanti ke emzimbeni wakho uthi cha awunazo ngakho ke ummeli uyaqhubeka ukuthi ke ngale sikhathi ke lesi ke ubekelela komanje okokuqala wena wayitshela ke inkantolo kodwa ke impendulo yalapho umsebenzi uthi cha uma ngabe kunjalo ke ngokwabuza wamuzwa ummeli umesho njalo ngingani ummeli angatshelanga inkantolo ukuthi ke nali iphoyisa elimshayile lona la inkantolo ngaloso cha awushayile
We are almost done. Talking of what happened in Court 23, the state, in the form of a prosecutor, presented before the court that the address of the accused was verified and is positive. And you were present.
The worship, I was there. The prosecutor, he asked me, did I verify the address? Which I said yes, in block 3, room 50. And I told him that the address is negative. When the prosecutor addressed the court, he says the address has been positive. The address has been identified. He never said it's positive. I just hear when the defense said the address was positive. It was never positive. He said address has been identified, but he never said it's positive.
Why corner? Kanti ke into ayitshela ke umshushisi owayebeka ke icala phambi komkhulu wamtshela ukuthi yebo ilentuzana ke ikheli leli lakho lihambiwe la yobhekisiswa kabanzi yebo likhona kodwa umbiko wanga lelo kheli lelo kuthiwa ke wena ke awuhlali ke la kodwa ke umshushisi uma sekatshela ebeka izethulo zakhe enkantolo watshela inkantolo ukuthi yebo ikheli libhekisisiwe azange asaqhubekela phambili ukuthi ke kodwa kuthiwa awaziwa.
Something doesn't add up here. When you started your testimony, you said you had an informer. You went to the address wearing shorts of the accused, and I take it at that time he was not there. Am I correct?
That's correct, Worship.
Thank you. How did the informer know that he stays there?
Worship.
It's his address, that's why.
The informer is very, very close to the accused. And then, what I heard from the informer that the girlfriend and the applicant are going to hide in Maraf. He didn't say they are staying there. That's their hiding place.
So he even showed you.
Yes.
Ngoba uyaziwa neyamazi lentombi yakho wamtshela ukuthi ke mina niyocasha okanye niyabaleka niyocasha le emlafa hayi ukuthi ikheli lakho lapha emlafa khona ikheli lakho kodwa kula beniyobhaqa khona wena lentombi yakho.
Sam, you also mentioned that you've done his checked his profile and everything, and then he does not own any property. I'll put it to you, and I'm speaking under correction. Almost 61% of adults in Gauteng, they don't own properties. So there's nothing unusual with him not owning a property, but staying in that particular property.
I understand, Worship, but to stay and to hide is not the same thing. Because if he was staying there, even the chief should have told me that, okay, this guy has been staying in this room for such a long time. The chief gave me the statement saying he only came here 3 days before the arrest. So that was his hiding place. So to stay all over where we think is right because 90% of people don't own property. So you don't have fixed address.
Indawo yakho la uhlala khona nendawo la uyifihla khona indawo ezimbili ezihlukene ngoba enye into kunaso istatement la kuyidokotela esicakile istatement lesi asinikezwe yinduna yalapha emlafa la ifike khona ke induna semlafa yamtshela ukuthi wena ubuneyinsuku ezintathu uhlala.
Sam, is there any specific timeline for one to be staying in a particular property for them to have such as their fixed address?
The Worship, there's no timeline. The place that you sleep is not your fixed address because you can sleep here today, tomorrow you can go and sleep there, tomorrow you can go and sleep because you've got nothing with the place where you are sleeping. So even if you are there for 10 years, somebody must come and say, okay, I know that the defense has been staying in Rodiport. He has been staying in Rodiport since 2010. So then we can understand. If somebody said that guy for 3 days in this place, you are not saying that, you are like a visitor.
Okay. Akunasikhathi esibekiwe ukuthi umuntu angahlala endaweni isikhathi singakanjani. Kodwa kuba inkinga ke umuntu ke ukuthi kutholakala ukuthi namhlanje ulala la. Kusasa ulala la. Sasa ulala kwenyafeni ke ilanga lilandelayo elilandela lelo uhlala uselala kwenye indawo. Lokho kuba inkinga. Akufani nomuntu ke onganayo indawo yakhe kodwa ke yenza umzekelo futhi ukuthi uhlala le eRodiport neminyaka eyishumi uhlala lapho. Uma bafika lapho bazosho ukuthi cha lo muntu lo kunesikhathi esingaka ehlala la. Ukusukela ngo-2010 ehlala la namhlanje ehlala la. Kodwa kuhlukile kunomuntu onamalanga amathathu ehlala la. Ngoba lo muntu loyo uthatha njengesivakashi.
So now the Induna says he was there for 3 days. Did he give you information as to how he gained access to the property?
Yes, Worship. He said the room belonged to the brother who has now moved to Denver Hostel.
That is not my question.
That was,
I'm sorry to interpret. I keep interfering with you. I sincerely apologize. My question to you is, did the Induna tell you as to how he gained access to that property?
the Worship, he didn't tell me how did he gain access.
Thank you.
The only thing he told me that the room used to be stayed by the brother who is now moved out. So maybe the brother is giving the key of that room.
Kodwa ke induna into engijeleyo ukuthi lehlalo ke umfowethu lapha mhlawumbe ngenza ukuthi umfowethu ukunikezele isihluthulelo salapho.
The accused has made a statement. He's been staying in this address since 2016. In actual fact, I am not a witness in this matter, I'm an attorney. But in court 23, in front of me, the sister of the accused is before the court, and the girlfriend of the accuser before the court approached you in my presence to tell you that their brother has been staying in that address since 2016.
The Worship, indeed they did approach me. I have to go and verify. I cannot listen to the girlfriend of the suspect say he's been staying there. So that's why I approached the Induna, the person that is in charge of the hostel, and give me a statement, said, I've seen this person for 3 weeks. So if ever I've been listening to the lady, they can just mislead me.
So according to
yebo akaphikisi ke lo ukuthi ke usisi wakho kanye nentombi yakho bakhuluma naye ngalesikhathi lesikele usibukelela imali wena ngesikhathi eside kusukela ngo-2016 uhlala ke laphayana kodwa ke yena njengomseshi angeke athathe-ke into ayitshela abantu abaxhumene nomsolo wakhe yena kuye wahamba umsebenzi wakhe wayekhulumisana nenduna induna ke le ekutshele ukuthi wena ubunamalanga amathathu uhlala.
So he decided to accept the version of the Induna, and he did not even bother to take the statements of the sisters since they approached you, and the girlfriend.
The Worship, I didn't bother to take the statement of the
Thank you.
sister. The reason is I have to go and confirm with the person that is in charge of the place that can confirm that indeed this person has been staying there since 2016. If the donor could have told me that, then I could have confirmed it, what they told me it was the truth. So it was just misleading me.
ngihambe ngiyobuzisisa kahle ngitholisise kabanzi kumuntu ophethe leya ndawo ngakho-ke umuntu ophethe leya ndawo wuye ongitshenile ukuthi-ke kwenzakalani kunesikhathi esingakanani.
Just 2 questions. I know it's already late in the afternoon. I put it to you. That is his address. Never mind your thoughts. That is where he stays. That is his fixed address. It's known by the community, It's known by the colleagues. Even the Indunas know that he stays there. He even mentioned it in this affidavit. In actual fact, we also have letters that confirm his address as being that particular address.
The worship, I'm not thinking that way. I've got an Induna that told me that he's been staying there for 3 days. So I'm not assuming that maybe he should have been there for 3 days. Because I'm not staying in the hostel. I could have known if I'm staying in that hostel. So the person that is in charge of the hostel told me and gave me a statement under oath that this man has been here for 3 days. So I have to believe that the owner.
But again, I'm ngihlale lapha ehostela awusumakhelwane walela gumbi lapha ehostela kodwa into eyenzakele mina ngithe mangithola leli kheli ngihamba ngayikhulumisana nendlu induna yasiyangitshela ke ukuthi wena kunamalanga amathathu kanti nginaso futhi nestatement la idoketini esikhuluma ngalo leli kheli lentalaphayana emlapha ehostela.
In terms of section 64A to E, you made submissions before the court. And as far as I'm concerned, those submissions are just general. You thumbsucking. There is no evidence whatsoever before this court to confirm that if this accused is given bail, he's not going to comply with section 64A to E. Those submissions in terms of him being a threat to the witnesses, being a flight risk, and all of that. Would you agree with me?
Okay, Your Worship, I didn't understand when the attorney was talking about section 60 subsection, of course. I said to a court that I'm not familiar to Criminal Procedure Act.
Thank you.
Which I know. But what I can assure to this court, Your Worship, the applicant know the witnesses. He can interfere with them. Secondly, the applicant does not have fixed address. If he can be released, where will I find him? And thirdly, the worship, it doesn't even have a property in Gauteng. So he can leave and go to Free State and stay somewhere. It's going to be difficult for me to track him. So like I asked the court, I said a humble request from this court to keep him inside till we finalize the matter.
Criminal Procedure Act uyawuphendula lo mbuzo wena ngoqala uma ke ungakhuluma uzophazamisa lo ngokulapha.
You also say that now
ikheli lakho yile linkinga ngoba wena awunayo indawo ekungelakho la eGauteng la uhlala khona la eGauteng indawo engekho. So ngakho lokho kuyinkinga ngoba uma uyinkantolo lingakhulula wena ke uma ungashaya uchithe ke kule cala ke leli uyothola.
Another thing, you mentioned that you did a profile of the accused, and in the profile it doesn't show any children. The profiles that you do not show whether someone has got children or not. Will you agree with me?
The worship, it does make give you, because what I'm using in the profile, I'm using fingerprint and ID number. Like I explained to the court that say, recently, like not in our olden days, nowadays, when you've got a child, the ID number of the father and the ID number of the mother appear on the birth certificate. So when we do a profile, it will show that Mr. Mutuli got three children. The Ginkosi Matala, Joseph Makanya, Gert Malus. It will show with the ID number. So in my days before, it was not like that.
Uma ke edoda ke umbiko ke laphana ke uSafa Mahathi akusafani ke namalanga akudala manje ke izinto sezithe ukuphucuka kanti ke uma ke ngifaka ke inombolo zakho zikamasisi ke laphaya kanti mase mnyangweni wezasekhaya uma ke ingane ke izalwa ukukhipha ke certificate sengane imininingwane kayise ne-ID numbers khona lapho imininingwane kamama ne-ID number kamama esikhona ke lapho. Ngakho ke uma engena ku-system efaka ke inombolo zakho zikamazisi, zonke lezo zinto ke izozikhipha. Akusafana la izinto bezingaphuthumile.
One last question before last. So you want this court to believe that the accused was not assaulted? You want this court to believe that the accused doesn't have an address? You want this court to believe that this accused doesn't have children? This accused is just a useless somebody who deserves to stay in jail.
Your Worship, coming to the children, Your Worship, I said the profile doesn't show any kids. That's what I said. I'm not saying, I didn't say that it doesn't have children. I said it doesn't have address, doesn't have fixed address, and it's a flight risk. That's what I said to the court. So the kids, if you can have kids with different mothers, because I heard that it's 12 kids. So I don't know where the mothers are, where are the kids staying, and so on.
Okay, mayelana ke nengane ngithe kwi-profile aphuma wantu angizange ukuthi awunazo ingane. Into ke eyinkinga ke mina into engikhuluma ngayo kakhulu ukuthi ke wena-ke awunayo indawo ekungeyakho ekheli lakho la uhlala khona. Yiyo-ke inkinga le enkulu ngayo. Ngoba ke iy'ngane uzuzwile nami ukuthi ke iy'ngane lezo kuthiwa unazo ziyishumi nambili. Ngakho ke kungenzeka ke ukuthi ke kunomama abahlukene. Angeke ngiphikise kwengane unazo.
You also said that you verified or you know he's got an address in KwaZulu-Natal. Am I correct?
Your Worship, I said I know that it's original from Natal. I didn't go to Natal to verify his address. So for me to confirm that he has address in Natal, I had to drive to KZN and confirm that indeed he's staying there.
But again, ngiyazi ke ukuthi ngokuzalwa uma ke KwaZulu-Natal. Angizange ngikusho ke la inkundleni ukuthi mina ngihambile ke ngakwenza ke lapho KwaZulu-Natal. Kodwa ke angisukanga la ngayolibhekisisa lelo kheli ukuthi ngabe liqiniso wena.
And the address in KZN, it was never provided to me, so I won't go and confirm something that I don't know.
Kanti ke le kheli leli ikhulunywa ngalo la KwaZulu-Natal anginikezwanga lona njengomseshi. Kanti ngeke ngisukeleke ke ngishayele ke ngiyofuna ikheli engalazi KwaZulu-Natal.
KwaZulu-Natal is in South Africa.
That's correct, Lord.
If we finish with that address, I am able to go and verify it.
Your Worship, I can verify the address.
Thank you.
But my problem is, since I'm based in Gauteng, I must make application to our provincial officer. They must authorize my trip, my everything, the accommodation, everything, so that can accommodate.
But that's your work.
That's not my work. That's application that I have to do. They can turn it down if there's no budget. That's not my work. So my work
It's
was
your work to verify the
my
address.
work was the one that the accused says is staying in number 30 block 3 Merafroste. That's what that one. I don't even have to hesitate to go and visit it.
And that's why you arrested him.
So the one that implicate fines, I must make application, and I don't promise the court it will be approved. If it's approved, then I don't have a problem. I can drive and verify the address, and I'll come back and tell the court that indeed I verify. This is what I get. I spoke to who and who.
I ikheli leli la KwaZulu-Natal angizange nginikeze lona angilazi. Bengeke ngisukeleke ngishayele KwaZulu-Natal ngiyofuna ke ikheli engingalazi. Manje umshumeli uyaqhubeka ukuthi masingakunikeza lelo kheli leli ungahamba ngiyomqinisekisa. Uthi yebo ngakwenza lokho kodwa kumele ngifake ke isicelo kubaphathi bami nami ukuthi ke bangivumele ukuthi ngihambe KwaZulu-Natal ngoba ke kumele bangivumele bafune futhi bangitholele indawo yokulala ukuthi ngikwazi ukufuna lelo kheli. Kodwa ke kuyophuma kubaphathi bami ngoba leso sicelo bangasamukela okanye bangasamukeli. Kodwa ke le yala block number 30 la elentuzaneni eroom number 50 laphana emlapha ngikwazile-ke ukuhamba ngiyokubhekisisa ngizophenyisisa ngalelo kheli ngesizathu sokuthi-ke lelo kheli likhona la eGauteng.
Lastly, we have to prove exceptional circumstances before this court that is in the interest of justice that is accused to be released on bail. We are going to argue the following before the court. You can comment on it or not. As of today, before the court, we don't have a video footage linking this accused to the crime. We don't have a proper identification statement linking this accused to the crime. We don't have cell phone records linking this accused to the particular crime. We don't have the girlfriend of the accused is not arrested as a co-accused in this matter. And further to that, no firearm linking this accused to the crime has been found. The shooter before the court has not been found. There's no evidence whatsoever before the court that this accused knows the shooter. So, based on that, we are of the view that the exceptional circumstances that this accused be released on bail, also taking into account his personal circumstances. A man who was born in Johannesburg, raised in Umsinga at his age with no previous convictions, with no pending matters, you're running around the issue of the fixed address. So we are saying that based on all of this, there are exceptional circumstances that accused should be released on bail. What is your comment on that?
Worship, in that regard, Worship, I'm not here to give a judgment. That is why I came to court and explained to the court actually how is the accused link. And the court is going to decide whether are they going to give the accused bail or how, containing my evidence that I provided before this court. The Worship, secondly, like I said, I'm not so good in Criminal Procedure Act, but bail application must be speed up within 7 days or before 7 days, so that the accused must inform the court why must he be released out on bail. So the defense, what he wants is a procedure of investigation, the ballistic results, which takes long, the footage to analyze it, which takes long, there is Section 205 to analyze it, which takes long. If ever we could have waited till maybe for 2 months, if the Criminal Procedure Act was not against those last things. But then when you do bail application, I bring it to court and say, I've got the footage, I've got the ballistic result, I've got the footage. So now, what I am having is, how did the crime transpire? How is the accused linked? And whether does he have address, whether does he have flight risk? And the community also, like you said, the justice, the accused must apply for him to be released on bail. The criminal procedure does also cover the victims, not only the accused. So, like we at the state, we have to explain to the court how does it work. Then the accused must also inform the court why must he be released. If he doesn't have address, it's going to give the state another problem to get him also.
Ukufakaza nokuthulela inkundla eseyokuba ngoba ngokuthulela ukufakaza mayelana nazo zonke izinto ezibandakanya ukudlala. Okwesibili, isicelo sebheyili isicelo-ke esiphuthumayo, kanti-ke mayelana nomthetho-ke wezamacala, isicelo sebheyili kumele senzeke ngaphambi manje uma ngabe bekuthatha-ke iy'nyanga ukuthi-ke isicelo umuntu asifake enkantolo, then ngizoze ngiqukethe konke ubufakazi obuphathekayo bona enkundleni engizokuthula-ke la enkundleni. Kodwa ngoba kuyisicelo esiphuthumayo, kanti izinto zihambisile zile kochwepheshe basazijubula, ngakho-ke kumele simele umbiko. Umbiko wakhona awunawo futhi la enkantolo. Kanti-ke njengoba ekhuluma-ke ummeli ukuthi-ke umthetho wezamacala-ke uyacacisa-ke ukuthi nawe unelungelo lokuthi ungakhuluma. Kanti-ke futhi kukhulunywe futhi ngamalungelo akho. Kodwa lowo mthetho loyo futhi uyazivikela lezisuku uma ke sikhuluma ngamatsala. Awubhekelelanga nje ummangalelwa yedwa, lezisuku uyazibekeleka.
There used to be a magistrate Duplessis in this court building. He would have easily said to you, sir, I don't have a crystal ball to know as to what you're going to produce after with your investigations. But as of today, there is nothing. I'm putting that to you. That's my last question. You can comment on that.
Yes, Your Worship, magistrates are different. So if you feel that way, it doesn't mean all the magistrates are going to feel that way, Your Worship. What I've got, Your Worship, I put before the court, and the court is going to decide. So magistrates are not thinking the same.
Hayi ngiyakuzwa ke ukuthi uthini kodwa abomanje abacabanga ngokufana kanti inqubo futhi abayithatha yasifani. Kodwa ke mina ke ubufakazi ngikuthulile ke la enkundleni njengoba ngikuthulile ubufakazi inkantolo ke yona isiyothatha ke isinqumo ngalobufakazi ngikuthulile.
Thank you, Worship. Worship, I just want to take this opportunity to thank the court for the indulgence. I understand you worked over time. We really appreciate that. And sorry for any inconveniences that may have been caused to the court by taking so long, Worship, as the court resists. Thank you so much.
Just one, Worship, just one. Which I want to clarify. No, just one, Worship, which I just want to clarify. Captain, my little colleague indicated that the form SAP 329, he said that it is an embarrassment to SAPS to use that form, of which I don't agree with him, because on my view, he was seeking media attention. So you said that you were using it for 33 years.
That's correct, Worship. What I also wanted to say, I'm an employee of South African Police Services. I'm not South African Police Service. To which forms am I? I've been using that form for the past 33 years while I was in the service. And I've got so many convictions. So what he's saying that we are disgraced to this public, I don't understand, but it's fine. But I've been using that form and no one has complained about it. That's why I said, if he does have a problem with it, let him take it to the Constitutional Court and sit down with the judges and say, this is unfair. Let's draft this form like this and this and this.
Thank you.
Umshishisi sifuna ukwazi mayelana nale form lena abayisebenzisayo uma kwenziwa i-barricade ngoba ummeli wakho uthe-ke yena-ke le form leli kuyihlazo emnyango namaphoyisa uthi yena-ke uyaxakeka uma-ke ummeli esho njalo mhlawumbe-ke ummeli bekufuna ukubonakala ekuthiza kasi kodwa-ke into-ke eyenzakalayo ukuthi-ke le minyaka ewu-33 ayiphoyisa kudala libayisebenzisele emacaleni ayisebenzise kuwo maningi amacala la abamangalela balahla khona amacala esebenzisa lona le fomu leli. Yingakho uma-ke qhubeke ephendula-ke ummeli uyowathi-ke ummeli akathathe-ke le fomu leli ngoba uthi-ke liyihlazo alibukisele enkantolo-ke yomgaqosiseko la-ke bazolungisa khona-ke yena akanawo amandla ukuthi alilungise ngoba uyisisebenzi somnyango wezamaphoyisa akusuye-ke umnyango wokwawo.
Thank you, Captain. I've also been using that for years on my service. I'm of the view that my colleague for that said that SAPS is a disgrace to use that form. He wanted to seek media attention. Thank you.
Thanks.
That's all right. No further questions?
Anyway, the court have few questions just to verify with the witness regarding this evidence. So I prefer that it be done the sooner the better, as I say tomorrow and 6:30 a.m. So if you are available tomorrow, we can do so.
Your Worship, tomorrow just a postponement at Boyson's Magistrate Court. So if I'm allowed to arrive here at about 10 o'clock, then it's in order for me. It's just a postponement, so I'll start there and then come back to this court to be in order, Worship.
Anyway, we'll start 11:30 in the morning. I will clear up the courtroom.
Thank you so much. In order, Worship. There's a question, please.
Mr. Majola, please stand.
Bob Majola was smaller.
As of now, I'm going to excuse the court. You are wanting to be here tomorrow 8:30. But anyway, as I've said, we'll start 11:30. There's no need if you've got around you can also be here 7:30.
Thanks, boss.
Mr. Majola, case is rolled over until tomorrow for further evidence. You are still in custody.
Bob Majola, icala lakho lizakuqhubeka kusasa uqhubeke
kalelo ngamanje uzohlala ngaphakathi isicelo sakho sokuhlola nesokusasa njengoba understood.
My colleague as well.
Inkantolo isebenza besicela nihambe ngeenyawo singahambi ngelentwana ngemlomo hambe ngeenyawo.
Worship, seemingly there's another matter, maybe excuse them. Thank you so much.
We are leaving pens, that's why.